So, good morning, friends. Welcome to goonlinetrainings.com. Today, let us talk about some documentation as a developer you need to prepare, right? There is an interview question asked many times. So, the question is that what is the daily routine jobs you do in the company? You go to the office morning 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. From then, what is the work you're going to be doing daily? Can you tell me step by step, step by step? This is also one of the interview questions. So you need to tell them that I go to the office morning 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. First thing I do that I check my emails. So people will ask you all these questions, right? So people will ask you all these questions. So the first one is that email checking. So that is what you do. The second one is that if you have any meetings, okay, so I will attend the meetings. So it may be internal meetings, okay. Internal meetings means conducted within the team meetings. Internal means it is my team. My team is going to be conducting, or it may be client meetings. So this will be there. So client means the customer, right? So it is going to be with the customer. So you need to know what is your team size. Many times I have told you, you are not the single person who's going to be working in the company. So you will have a team lead. You will have a team lead. So is going to be having minimum 8 years to 10 years of experience in the company, right? In the same field. And there is a SSE, and there is one more SSE. Like that, you have a team size. SSE means what? Senior software engineer, maybe some 5 years to 8 years of experience this guy is going to be having. These folks are called as senior software engineers in your BI team, business intelligence team. So below, you are going to be joining with 0 to 4 years of experience. You are called as SE. SE means software engineer, or you may be BA developer role. So what is your designation? You are a software engineer. People will be calling you as a Power BA developer, or data analyst, but your designation is SE or SSE, or you could be a team lead in the company. So this is what is the role. How many? What is the team size? One, two, three, four, five, six. Total team size is six. That is a team size. People would ask you in the interview, what is a team size? How many people are there? So you can tell them that we are six. One team lead, then three senior software engineers, four and five ensign, and this is me. So I'm having 3.5 years experience. Sometimes even though you have five, still you're a software engineer, or maybe you're a senior software engineer in the company. So this is the thing that you need to know. So let us understand that you're having this one. So below, freshers are going to be joining. So those are called trainee software engineer. Trainee means 0 years of experience, guys. Okay, 0 years, freshers, they're going to be reporting to you. So they don't know anything. They don't know Power BI. They don't know anything. Simply, companies are going to be recruiting from the college by asking some aptitude tests. That's it. Some basic question they'll ask you, and they'll give the recruitment. So they join. So what normally you do? Your team lead is going to be giving daily lectures to these guys, or they will refer some YouTube Udemy videos to prepare Power BI, to learn Power BI or Azure, whatever. So these people are not ready to work. So these people are given a training initially six months. So will be given some training, and these people are also working with the software engineer. So that slowly this guy will be able to understand the project and everything, right? So we don't take this, but you can also count. If it is there, then team size will be 7, right? So this is the team. So for the team, there is a assistant manager. So and there is a manager. Manager means M. So this is assistant manager. There is a manager, and there is a client. to be from the customer. Let us say Walmart is the client. Walmart is the client. So these my customers, right? So daily you will have meetings with your manager, your customer, and you people are going to be having daily calls. So customer will be talking. Is from US means you will be able to have the calls in the evening because Indian 7 p.m. means 7 p.m. IST is equivalent to morning 7:30 or morning 8:30 9:30 EST or CEST Central. US means we'll have daily 7 p.m. calls, right? So that is what every day or alternative days, all the team along with the manager, assistant manager, team lead, and the customers are going to be talking what is the progress, what is happening, what is not happening, what are the issues. Everybody, the team lead is going to be talking. Here the manager is going to be talking. Here these people are going to be talking. If you have some issue, you may tell the issue to this fellow. This fellow may coordinate, or you may directly tell the issues to the team lead, right? So this is one more interview question. Will you be talking to directly to the client or the customer? You say no, 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 I never speak. But if there is an issue, I will be able to talk to my superior, so that is SSC, or I will be able to talk to my team lead. Team lead will be talking to the client, team lead will be talking to the manager and assistant manager. So that is how we communicate. So people will ask you, do you have any client interactions experience, client interactions? Do you have any kind of an experience in that? If you have very good communication skills, then you can say that yes, I have it. Otherwise, normally my team size is 7 people, 6 people. I'm 4 years of experience. Currently, I'm working as a Power BI developer. I'll be taking care of, writing, the code for the Power BI, creating SQL store procedures, writing queries, and implementing ETL using SSIS packages, blah, blah, blah. Sure. So these are the things that you're going to be doing. What is the team size that you need to know? Clear? Now, attend meetings. Then afterwards, what you do? You are going to be writing the code, right? Writing the code. End of the day, you're Power BI means no drag and drop, EDC, or data warehousing scripts. So you're going to be working with this. Then create documentation, docs. Okay. So these are the daily tasks as a daily tasks for whom? For the developers in the company. So, what is the first activity I told you? Email checking. The second activity, internal meetings, we're going to be there with the team lead, and the client meetings daily in the evening, 7 p.m. IST. If the guy is from the US, if the guy is from UK or some other German or some other client, means you have different timings. Writing the code in different platforms, right? So if you're working with the SQL Power BI, you need to develop the code and create a lot of documentation. So the next question, what kind of a documentation that you prepare, right? People will ask you, right? So what documentation, which documents? So which docs you create as a developer? You create as a developer, right? We need to create some documents, right? So directly you don't go and you don't prepare only the code always. Before starting the work, which documents you create as a developer, right? That you need to know. So I was talking about uh, documentation has to be prepared by the developer. SRS document, software requirement specification document. This you don't create. This you don't create. Your team lead will give it to you. So team lead is there, right? So team lead is going to be giving it to you. Hey Bhaskar, this is the work you need to stay do it. These are the requirements that you need to prepare. This is the data. All these things will be given by the as soon as join the company. IBM currently you're working, right? So the team lead will call you. Team lead will give you this is the SRS document for your Power BI project. So in that they will be having Power BI requirement, SQL requirements, everything will be there, right? So you will have blah blah blah. So complete requirements has to be there. For this requirement document, first what all you need to do as a developer, you need to create a technical specification document. You read this. You read the document. In the document, they would have given you some requirements, right? For that requirement, you need to do lot of technical specification document. For example, there is a project. What is the project? You're the chef. Now, I have given my requirements, right? I'm the customer. I have given the requirement saying that I'm going to be having a big party August 15 in India. So that is the requirement. August 15th, I'm going to be giving you a big party. So number of people, number of packs means number of people. So hotel industry terminology is number of packs. Packs means the number of the invitees. Okay, the visitors. So number of people are 1,000 people. 1,000 packs party. I'm going to be giving. It is completely lunch party. Right? It is going to be lunch party. I'm going to be giving. So 1,000 people. So this is what is the requirement high level. This is not the requirement. This is what is called a scope. Okay, this is what is called scope. What is the scope? 1,000 people food needs to be prepared for the lunch August 15th. And this is what is the scope. Once the scope is finalized, so what is the next one? So people have to gather requirements. So what kind of a party? So if somebody told me party for 1,000 people and it is a lunch party August 15 in Hyderabad, so that is the scope. Scope means what needs to be done. Scope is very, very clear. So scope document will be given by the customer based on that requirements are going to be prepared. Requirements have to be prepared. Now, once requirement document is going to be prepared, for the requirement, people who know about the food technology, those people will go and gather the requirement. Who knows about the food? Normally chefs, so they will be able to understand it. If you're a chef, if somebody giving you catering party, you have to go to the customer and tell, sir, you said 1,000 people lunch party, that is what I came to know. Can you tell me what is that you wanted to know? Okay, only if somebody tells you 1,000 people lunch party, can you go and prepare a menu? Can you go and prepare a lunch? No, you cannot do that, right? So again, you can go in for the requirement. Once the scope is identified, you have to go and gather the requirement. In the requirement, you ask more questions. So this is going to be starting. Requirement is going to be starting. Right? In the requirement, so first one, you will be able to get a scope. Scope you don't create normally. The companies are going to be giving you scope document. So what needs to be done? Scope document will be given. So this will be given by your, assistant manager or your team lead, somebody will, will get the scope document. So after the scope document is ready, scope means what needs to be done. That's it. So I am from State Bank of India. I wanted to have I need one application for the loan. That's it. So what needs to be done? I need one application for the loans purpose. That's it. So by reading that, you don't know what application they need. Do they need web application, Android application, phone pay application? You don't have any clue. Right? Scope document simply tells you what needs to be done. What needs to be done? Loans application need to be prepared, or 1,000 people lunch party has to be organized. That's it. There is no proper clear cut information. So you gather the requirements. So SRS means what you do. This is what is called requirements phase will be starting. In the requirement phase, you don't go as a developer. So there is one more team is going to be going and gathering the requirement. So I told you the customer in a requirement is 1,000 people. Lunch has to be prepared on August 5th. Now, as a requirement gatherer, So who knows about the food technology catering? Normally chefs, right? So 3 to 4 people from my, I am the owner of the catering. I'm running my hotel business. I'm having catering and everything. What I do, I will be hotelier. So I will call my chefs. Hey, chalo, we have to gather the requirements from the one of the customer who told me 1,000 people lunch party is there. Hey, chefs, please come. So I will take them. So I am the owner of the hotel, right? So I will. So manager of the project will be including the domain experts. So chefs are going to be going and they gather all the requirements. So what kind of a requirement questions you ask? Sir, you're talking about a lunch party for 1,000 people, right? So what kind of a food you wanted to have? Do you have a vegetarian or a non-vegetarian? So like that, you take the requirement. So he said, I need a vegetarian and non-vegetarian. Very good, sir. Sir, do you wanted to have me liquor as also or only cocktails and mocktails? This is I don't need all the alcohol, but I wanted to prefer beers or I wanted to have some kind of a mocktails and cocktails and beers. So this is what I'm planning to offer. Very good, sir. So talking about vegetarian, non-vegetarian only for the Indian crowd, or do you expect any crowd from other countries like US or Thai, Chinese people, any people from abroad? So that is what also they would like to take it because they need to prepare the lunch for them also, right? They cannot serve only the Indian food, right? So like that, you ask a lot of questions, right? So it is a vegetarian and non-vegetarian mixed together. We wanted to have cocktail and mocktail and only beer. We are planning to have that to small beer cans, not the bottles. So like that, they'll be able to tell you. Then you ask, sir, what kind of a non-veg you prefer? You wanted to have five varieties of non-veg or eight varieties of non-veg or 10 varieties of non-veg items. So they'll give you five varieties means this will come. But eight varieties, these extra three portions are included. So 10 varieties means these are the things it is going to be coming. So they'll give you the list of the veg. So do you need three varieties of non-veg, five varieties of non-veg, eight varieties of non-veg, 10, 20? What is that? So they'll take, okay, sir, vegetarian, how many varieties you need? Five varieties, 10 varieties, and blah, blah, blah. So do you need rotis? What varieties you need? Roti, chapati, puri, this one, that one. So we'll have 20 varieties. How many varieties you wanted to keep? So all these things we are going to be gathering requirement. Clear? So it is clearly told veg and non-veg. They clearly told 10 varieties of vegetarian dishes need to be there. At least, other 8 varieties of, non-vegetarian dishes have to be there in the vegetarian. So they will clearly we need, blah, blah. So that is what they'll be telling, the requirement. So you take paneer has to be there. Then second one is that, bhindi. Then whatever you wanted to have. So dal, makhani or dal tadka, whatever you wanted to have it, you can have it like that. The, items will be prepared, right? The non-veg items will be prepared. So blah, blah, blah. So the mocktail, cocktail, everything, the list will be read. So this is what we're going to be preparing, sir. So the requirements have been specified. Clear. Once the requirements have been specified, everything you will be writing, the menu and everything is ready. Clear. So the three people went, they gathered the requirements. So they identified vegetarian, five dishes, non-vegetarian, right? They said some 7 dishes, and cocktail and mocktail beverages. I'm talking about cocktail and mocktail beverages. So that they have identified 5 beverages and including, beer in this. So these are the requirement they got it. So this is completely veg and non-veg and completely Indian style and blah blah blah. So they have given lot of requirement. Now this is very clear. This is very clear. So once they give, that said you need to prepare one palak, right? Palak paneer. That is one dish. You need to prepare one bhindi fry. Bhindi fry. You have to prepare, let us say onion, do piyaz. So they'll give you some list. Now for each and everything, this is requirement, right? For each and everything, a chef will be preparing a technical specification for each and every document. For example, palak paneer we need to prepare. So, what is the style and how do you prepare a palak paneer? You need to clearly write in that. So, we are going to be taking Indian spinach and using the Indian spinach, and we are going to be cleaning. After that, we are going to be using mustard oil to do tadka and everything. After that, the paneer we are going to be using Amul paneer. So and so whatever, if you wanted to fry the paneer, so you need to mention. So we are going to be taking a ghee and we are putting the cutting the paneer into diamond shape, or diamond shape, maybe diamond shape means this kind of a cut in it need to be there, or we are going to be cutting the paneer into this shape, right? Everything you are going to be talking about. How do you prepare this dish? How do you prepare the palak paneer? You are going to be writing a document for that. Clear? So we are going to be taking a ghee and we are going to be using a ghee called some Amul ghee. Then we are going to be doing the paneer. Paneer will be fried in the ghee. Then they'll say, no, 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 no. So we should not use the ghee. You have to use only oil, that to mustard oil or whatever it is. So how do you prepare each and every item? You have to write a documentation. This documentation will be submitted again back to the customer saying that this is how I'm going to be developing my, let us say, table. This is how I'm going to be preparing a report. So they'll ask what kind of a report you're going to be preparing. I'm going to be preparing a report, let us say, uh, year-wise sales amount. Clear? Now, year-wise sales amount, how do you extract? Which column you're going to be using? So that you need to write in the technical specification document. So sales amount, how do you get it? That you need to write it. And you need to clearly write and what kind of a visualization you're going to be using, that you need to write. So this is the visualization I'm going to be using, a bar chart. Okay, that you need to write. After that, how you would like to format, that you need to write. So, for each and every requirement, you're going to be creating a technical specification. Hey, this is how I'm going to be doing. So, whenever you say this is how I'm going to be doing, people can catch, okay, I don't need this chart, I need this chart. Okay, I don't need, paneer has to be fried in the ghee, or I don't need this kind of a cutting. I wanted to have this kind of a cut, and a small size paneer cut has to be there, right? So small size cut we're talking about, right? So technical specification document will tell you how you're going to be doing that part, right? When you're going when you're constructing a house, you're going to be asking, right? Now tell me, how do you design my front door? You tell me, how do you do that? So that is what is called a technical specification document. Now tell me, you said now we are going to be having a let us say kitchen here. Now tell me, what is the design of the kitchen? Tell me. So the technical specification document or technical specifications about the kitchen you will come to know first. Otherwise, you normally say you prepare a kitchen, or you will not go out, right? You will be asking, tell me, how do you do that? How many racks will come in the kitchen? What kind of a pull outs are going to be giving? Where is the exhaust fan, and where is that I can keep my refrigerator. So that kind of a communication will be there. So they'll give you, sir, madam, this is the kitchen, this is the drawing, this is where you will get the fridge, this is where you are going to be giving. So that kind of a designing and documentation is called as a technical specification document for the kitchen. Whatever you do, for example, you create a stored procedure tomorrow. Now, for the stored procedure, you need to write what is the stored procedure name, what is the input parameter, what is the output parameter, what is the logic for the stored procedure, what is that you're going to be writing inside the stored procedure, and the stored procedure will be created in which database, what is the database name, right? And what tables it is going to be taking, what tables it is going to be consuming. So all the specifications for the stored procedures you have to write and you need to submit. So how many dishes you have? You need to write one technical specification document for the palak paneer, then bindi fry, then you're talking about non-veg, 7 non-veg items. So for each every non-veg item, you're going to be dialing. So this is how we're going to be preparing a fish curry. This is how we're going to be preparing a mutton rogan josh, or this is how we're going to be preparing, let us say, a cocktail. This is how we're going to be preparing a mocktail, and this kind of a things we are going to be keeping. So everything you are going to be telling in the documentation. Clear? So then, when the technical specifications are ready, so this is how I'm going to be creating a palak paneer. This will be reviewed by the customers again. So you go as a chef, sir. This is how my chefs are telling. This is how they're going to be preparing, sir. This have the see. Please see this documentation. So you see, as a customer, this is how I need it. I need to have the paneer has to be roasted in the ghee or oil. So if that step is missing, you assume that I am saying tomorrow you cannot say that I am assuming that you fry the paneer in a ghee, but you put raw paneer in the palak. Nobody liked it, and I am not very happy about your catering. So all these things are useless. Then catering wala say, Madam, we never do that kind of a work. We have done so many things we never done. So that is completely bullshit, right? So you're paying the amount, you have to tell the complete requirements. On the requirement, customer is going to be a customer will be giving a requirement. The chef has to do that. So that missing communication will happen if there is no proper specification. So even though I say palak paneer, I will give more requirements for that. So that how do I prepare a developer? No. How do I prepare a stored procedure? Developer will be writing. So you need a stored procedure, right? So this is how I'm going to be preparing. You need a visualization report, right? How I'm going to be preparing. So you need one query need to be written, right? So this is how the query will be fetching the data. So whatever we need to prepare, you may prepare Power BI things. You may prepare a lot of stored procedures, SQL work, SSIS. So one package need to be developed to perform the ETL operations. So this is the SSS package, work. So we are going to be connecting to one SAP system. There is a table called a customer table for using SSIS. This is how we are going to be connecting. So every technical specification you're going to be writing and giving it to them. So in the project, you need to do a lot of work: Power BI visualizations, stored procedures, SQL queries, SSIS packages, and dashboards you need to create. For each and everything, you are going to be creating a technical specification document. So who's going to be preparing? So you are a developer has to create this document. Clear? So this document has to be again signed off by the customer. Signing off means they have to agree, or they will say, no, 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 we don't need ghee to be applied, or we don't need ghee. Only you need to fry the paneer in the normal oils. Clear? So oils also you must use only mustard oil or olive oil, whatever they will prefer. You have to use, because they will be giving you huge amount they'll be giving. You cannot say no to that. So very detailed level information is going to be gathered. So the requirement is telling you need to create these many visualizations. Now, for in each and every visualization, what query, what stored procedure, what is the ETL. So a lot of work need to be done for each and everything. Technical spec, a MS Word document will be prepared by the developer before coding. You're going to be working with this. Once this is agreed, then you are going to be writing the coding. Okay. So once this is ready, the coding will start. Coding means you're going to be writing stored procedures, whatever it is. Coding means you may create Power BI reports, or data warehousing in a work, SSIS, SQL work, any work that you're going to be doing, that you need to do it. This is not the documentation, this is the work. Once it is done, you have to prepare a unit testing document. That means you have prepared palak paneer. Now everything is ready. Right? Palak paneer you have prepared. So palak means spinach, right? So palak paneer you have prepared. Once you prepare, I have to test this, right? Whether whatever I told you, whether it is there or not. I told you to use ghee or not to use ghee. I need to write that condition. Check whether chef is used ghee or not. Okay. check whether there is a testing document you need to prepare. Whether check whether the chef is used ghee or not. So you need to take and test it. The second test condition, whether chef is cut the paneer in the square type or diamond type. So it's supposed to be diamond type. So this is what we have given. Check what is the shape of the paneer. That is the unit testing document that you're going to be writing. Clear? So check, the paneer type is diamond. It is checked. So you need to say what is the, actual thing and what is the, prepared, right? So actual, we need to have diamond shape, but prepared is diamond shape. The test is passed. Okay. So we asked them to use ghee. He has used ghee. Test is passed. We were talking about palak needs to be soaked, right? Before cooking, 4 hours into salty water. A test also have rectified. Like that, you are going to be preparing a unit test case and you're going to be testing each and everything, whether everything is done properly or not. So who's supposed to do? Developer has to prepare this test case and you need to execute one by one, right? So this you have prepared, you need to check. Nobody will check. You need to check. For example, you're preparing a coffee. You're preparing a coffee. You have to check whether sugar is good, quantity good, smell of the coffee is good or bad. Everything has to be prepared by the mother because mother will be preparing the coffee. So coffee is a single unit. That unit has to be tested by the mother. So creators are going to be testing, right? So that is what is called a unit testing. Unit testing normally will be done by the creator. Creator means a developer. So developer creating a Power BI report. Power BI report needs to be tested by the developer only. So what kind of a testing you have done? People will ask you. So you can show these documents, sir. I have tested. I have checked the total. It is giving me the completed totals. So I have tested the number of rows in the Excel sheet and number of rows in the Power BI RAM. So 3000 rows are there, 3000 rows are there. So it is matching. In Excel, when I take the sales amount column in Excel, I'm able to get some sum. The same sum I'm able to see in the Power BI report as well. It means that data is matching. No data is got filtered. Everything is fine. So like that, you have to test your Power BI reports. You have to test your stored procedures, right? So whenever you prepare a coffee, you will be testing or not. So that kind of a testing is called as a unit testing. So you're preparing a biryani. Biryani is a single unit. That unit will be tested by the chef only, right? The biryani, whenever you make, you are going to be testing, right? So the first level testing is called as a unit testing. The single biryani called one unit. The single coffee is called one unit. So whoever is preparing that unit, those people have to do the testing. For the testing, you need to create a document. In that, you need to specify, I have tested the smell of the coffee. I have tested the quantity of the coffee. I have tested the sugar level of the coffee. I have tested the cleaningness of the coffee, whether the coffee cup, whether the coffee cup is cleaned or not. I have tested the saucer is cleaned or not. I have tested the cookies need to be given along with the coffee. I have tested that there are already cookies ready and the one more saucer. I have tested that napkins are ready. I have tested that the water bottle needs to be served along with the coffee. Water bottle is also there. So like that, you have to prepare some 8 to 9 test cases. Everything you're going to be testing, right? Water is ready, cup is clean, coffee is ready, sugar level is ready, everything is ready. Now you serve this coffee to the customer. So there is a cookie, there is extra cup of sugar, there is water bottle, and the cup is clean, fan is on, environment is good. You serve the coffee, right? So tomorrow they don't ask you saying that did you test this, did you see this, did you see this, did you see this? Then you say the chef is not saying no sir, I did not see this, means you will be removed from the company because you are preparing the coffee. It is your responsibility that lot of things you need to test it and document it. This is what I have tested. I have created the stored procedure. After that they'll ask you what kind of a testing you have done. Tell me. So that testing document also you need to prepare. So unit testing document developers will be creating. Clear? So once that is done, how deployment? So once everything is ready, how we need to deploy the your Power BI reports, your SQL, stored processes to the production server. So deployment guide also we are going to be writing. So you will not work on the scope. Somebody is going to be giving you requirement, a document somebody is going to be giving you. As a developer, you need to create a technical specification document for the each and every requirement. Right? Anyhow, coding is not a document. Coding is a code. You don't worry about. You do the coding. So after the technical specification document, once the code is ready, you have to test the code. So for each and every code, how do you test it? What kind of a cases? So how do you verify all the verifications? Verify stored procedure. Stored procedure is a unit testing document. You have to verify Power BI a report. Power BI will have lot of report. Report X. These are the test cases. Power BI report Y. These are the test cases. Power BI, you have created 3 reports Z. So these are the test cases. You have created, let us say, one SSS package. So for this, these are the test cases. Okay, so Power BI is loading the data from source to destination. So what are the test cases? Number of rows in the source table should match number of rows in the destination table. At least some test cases, right? So you're sending mangoes and bananas to me, right? So I have received it. Now you will ask, right, sir, what did you receive? I have to tell I have received mangoes and banana. Then the next question, sir, how many of mangoes are there? I told, I'll say there are 5 mangoes. Now you're also verifying, yes, 5 mangoes I have sent. That is also fine. So how many bananas are there? 2 dozens. So 2 dozens you have sent and I have received 2 dozens. So this is what is the verification. If you simply say, Bhaskar sir, have you received fruits? Yes. But fruits means only mango, only banana, 3 mango, 2 dozen mango. You did not verify the other 2 test cases. Clear? So first test case, fruits have been delivered. Check whether it has been delivered or not. You call, Bhaskar sir, did you receive the fruits? Yes. But the second one, sir, I have sent 3, this one, 3 mangoes and 2 dozens of this one. Did you receive it? So then the quantity. Say, no, I got only 2 mangoes but banana also, I got only 1 dozen. So there is a problem. Clear? So it does not mean that whatever you're giving, it did not reach the destination. Right? But if you execute only the test case number 1, what is the test case number 1? Did you receive the fruits? Yes. If you check only the test case and leave it, and you assume that everything is delivered, but when you cross check and you ask one more question, it is going to be failing. Bananas are, only 1.5 dozen and mangoes are fine. So you are going to be failing in some test cases, right? Like that, you have to create a lot of test cases and verify one by one. For each and everything, the stored procedure has to work. For each and everything, the Power BI report has to work. You have to verify number of rows, totals, sums, then the look and feel, everything you need to be verifying. So these are the testing cases I have executed. So for these test cases, my, Power BI reports are working. My data warehousing reports are working. These are the test cases I have executed. Passed, 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 passed. So people will ask you, did you test it? If you say yes, then you say write pass. You need to test it and write everything and send me these documents. Okay. So this is also you need to do it. And a deployment guide. Once coding and everything is ready, you have tested it. You supposed to deploy it. So how can we deploy it? There's a deployment guide. Deployment means whenever you buy any laptop or a mobile phone, you will get a user manual, right? So user manual, you open the user manual, you should be able to, install the laptop or the TV, whatever you would like to, a sound box or the home theater you purchased it, you wanted to install it, right? So the creator is not going to come to your home and installing it. So one more person is going to be coming to your home. He's going to be installing it, right? So when you create a code, you don't go to the production server, one computer, you don't go install, right? Whenever you're buying a home theater or a TV, the factory technical people will not come to your home and install the home theater, right? Some third party guys will come, they will be installing it, right? When you create a Power BI code or this code or that code, you don't go to the server computer and going to be installing your code. You will be able to give the code uh, to the customer. Customer will be taking your code and will be assigning this work to one more team. So that team will be going and installing. At the time of installation, they need a user manual. So how I need to install the home theater? How do I know? So they'll open the home theater user manual. They will be able to fix in your house. Either you can do yourself, right? So you will be able to give the code to the customer and along with the user manual. User manual means a deployment guide. So that you're going to be preparing, and along with the code, these things will be there. So scope document will be given by the your team lead. Requirement document will be given by your team lead. Technical specification document you need to prepare. Anyhow, you're going to be writing the coding. Unit test cases you need to prepare and test it, and you need to say everything is passed. Deployment guide. So how you need to install this code in other servers, that user manual you need to create, and for each and everything sign off has to be there. So whenever you create a user manual, that will be prepared by you, but reviewed by your team lead, reviewed by the customers also, right? They will review each and every step. If everything is ready, they will give you sign off. This is the fantastic user manual you have created. This is fantastic unit testing you have done. This is the fantastic code you have developed. This is the fantastic technical document you have given. Customer is going to be signing off. Clear? So this is how you are going to be preparing a document. Clear, guys? So this is what you need to know. If you have any questions, you can ask me now. Clear? So coding, unit test, documentation, deployment, sign off is mandatory from the customer. Clear? So every time whenever you write something, you will be able to write who is the author, right? So a technical specification document you write, author is Bhaskar Jogi. So reviewer, who's reviewed, okay, and date of creation. When did I create this? Let us say July, first I have created. So review and review date. So will be there. So then you're going to be writing your blah blah blah. What is that you would like to write? You will be able to write this. This is a technical specification document. How you are going to be writing a stored procedure? Tell me the step by step. So everything will be there. How do you prepare the kitchen? How do you, prepare the front door? You tell me what is the design and how do you do that? What is the width? Everything you need to tell me. Then I will tell you my requirements. Then you start working on the door manufacturing. Clear? So these are the documents that you need to prepare at the time of this one. So we have given you simple requirements like this. This is the requirements. So requirement document is very, very simple. Since otherwise you will be able to get the requirements separately, bigger document, right? So that you need to take for each and everything. You need to work and create all this documentation, guys. Sure. Any questions?
Sir, is testing team preparing any document?
Yeah, so this is my testing. After that, we have a bigger testing team, right? So they will be doing very, very big testing, the entire stuff. Clear? We are only giving, I am testing my food and somebody will be creating some other things. So that he will be testing. So your food and my food and your work and my work, everything will be kept together. And there is a system, testing team is going to be verifying each and everything. So that is their work. Am I clear?
Okay. What is that document called as?
That is a testing document that we do not know. There is SIT document, there is integration document, lot of documents, U8 documents, lot of things are there.
Okay.
So testing team is going to be working for lot of documentation, right? So whatever the unit testing that we're doing, that is something different. Testing people will be doing system integration testing. Testing people are going to be working black box testing, right? Performance testing. Then they will be having monkey testing, right? Then they will do regression testing. Then they'll do a lot of testing that we do not know. UAT is the final testing. User acceptance testing. Clear? SIT, system integration testing, and UAT, and all these things are going to be tested by the testing team. So this we are not worried about it. Let them test it. We'll give the code by testing the unit testing and everything. So remaining test cases, they do it. If everything is fine, we can just leave it. If it is not fine, we need to modify the code and issue the code. They will be verifying it. Sure. Very good. Any other questions?